Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my bros Jeremy and Bears.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Bring you another episode recap, a weekap. It deserves to be called a recap of this week's Supergirl. Tonight's episode was called Stronger Together, Season 1, Episode 2. But let's get into it. Kara flying around, training with her sister, Henshaw, and the DEO. Apparently doing more harm than good. Superman references. Team Supergirl with Kara, Jimmy, and Winn. They continue to fight crime. The bad guys are Hellgrammite and her aunt Astra. They all fight. Alex defeats Hellgrammite. Supergirl and Astra fight, but Henshaw hurts her. Kara's own Fortress of Solitude. Astra alive and talking to someone. Henshaw is shady as hell. Supergirl meets with Cat Grant. Boom. So, let's get down to the story. You guys, you want to just like briefly give it really quickly?
Hellgrammite Astra fight scenes epicness.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's pretty
there's like a lot missing, but
yeah. So I mean we'll fill in the blanks, but
okay.
That's pretty much how it was. I like how like every episode is slightly getting better. Like we're only 2 episodes in, but this one was actually better than the first, I feel.
I have to admit that there's some cheesy parts.
Oh.
Like lines and just like facts and certain things like that, but overall it's growing on me.
That just deserves its own little segment, like the punny moments. That's what we'll call it.
Moments. Oh my god.
Yeah, can't get any cheesier than that. So getting to the story, we get Kara trying to, I guess, hone her skills. Working with the DEO, working with Buff Guy and the smart dude, Jimmy Olsen and Winn. And then she meets Hellgrammite and Astra. Do you guys like the whole story for this episode?
Yeah.
For the most part?
I kind of didn't like how Hellgrammite was just a one and done.
Yeah, I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
He was so cool. He was like leaping over everywhere and just...
She like practiced to get better to fight him, but in the end, her sister fought him.
Are you guys okay with like kind of like the flashbacks in between the episodes?
The flashback was pointless as
yeah.
hell. I thought they were gonna give us like some form of like, I guess, tell us about Hellgrammites or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was just like, they're Hellgrammites.
They're Hellgrammites. Go to bed.
Dude, I'm so sad though. I thought we were gonna see more of the Danvers this episode too.
Yeah.
But we only see Kara for the most part. We see freaking Henshaw, but we'll talk about what happened later.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say.
I'm glad that I think it might have just been like a pilot thing, just in case it didn't take off.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they're actually starting to acknowledge that it's Clark Kent and Superman.
Yeah.
They actually said it multiple times, Superman. That made me happy in a strange way.
Instead of calling him like stuff like Superlative Man or him.
She called him, Grant called him Man of Steel.
She even called out Clark Kent and Lois Lane.
She called him Hags.
Before the story with Astra. I mean, she's probably just gonna be like the big bad of the season.
How about the like kryptonite fight club room? Like,
yeah, that's pretty sick.
They laced the whole room with kryptonite, or is like built in to that room.
See, that's the thing I like about the show. They're already that's already implemented. It's not like we gotta hear about how kryptonite came to be.
Yeah.
It's just like already there. It's pretty much all the story, right? And we could get into the action that we touched upon a bit. Bears, I know you had a bit of a problem with the flying in the last episode. Now let's talk about the action in this one. Okay, we'll start with the positive, and then we'll kind of go to the parts where you want to clean up a bit. The fight scenes themselves, excluding the flying, even though a lot of it was based on that.
Alex Danvers, awesome. She took out this Hellgrammite, no problem.
And they got super strength. That's crazy. Hellgrammite attacks people. That's what we saw. He's jumping on the cars. That sequence was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Him leaping. I like the choreo. But let's talk about the flying now.
So what I saw was basically they just strapped 2 people to the roof by rope and told them kung fu fight, go. It was ridiculous. I don't like the way it's turning out. This aerial superhuman fighting bullshit. I'm sure it's rough to get this right, especially on TV.
Yeah, I guess.
But come on, guys. If you can't get it right, just don't do it.
I like the scenes where she's flying like super, like almost. It still looks cheesy. I'll still say that, but I still like the scenes where she's flying all on her own.
I kind of like those better than.
Yeah, because the aerial fighting, I feel like it's almost like they don't need to be doing that unless the enemy's like literally just flying up in the sky and about to launch a big ass attack on the earth.
Yeah.
But other than that, they should keep it to the ground. Just emphasize more on the super strength parts and stuff. Have them breaking stuff. Wow. Dude, the heat vision part also. Like again, we're not bashing the show. We're just saying things that could possibly make it better. The heat ray vision is always cool, but when they started walking around like they're about to do a cha-cha while they're doing it, did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of bothered me a little bit. Keep throwing each other into, like, these big metal things and punching the crap out of each other. That's better.
Toss each other.
For her to start flying in the fight.
I know, dude. Like, there's this one instance where she got, like, thrown to the ground and the first thing she does is just takes off. I'm back up.
Why did the laser vision battle there?
Yeah.
Like, I saw her starting to fly. I was like, no, what do you, get back on the, what are you doing? And that was it. Aerial fight start.
Yeah. I get your point. Like it
was like watching Goofy movie all over again.
I guess they should just keep that like have her flying during some scenes to get places, but not implement it into her fighting all the time.
It's not needed.
Yeah. That would be really cool to see super speed used during their fights.
Yeah.
Instead of flight
with her suit.
No, it would just be slow mode.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not like.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And maybe some like freaking Dragon Ball Z crap happening where there's like.
That'd be cool if they do it right.
I think what they could do is go back to look at like Christopher Reeves back at like old school filming technique. I think that's the best way they could solve this whole flying thing. Well, people are trying to come up with new effects and all that and new ways to do it. I think we already came up with the answer when we didn't have the technology to do the effects.
Yeah.
So you're saying like they're
more
kind of
natural.
overcomplicating it?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think we could go into character interactions. Team Supergirl. Do you guys like this trio?
Fantastic. I could just keep on bashing. I'm really down the fence still with this show.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. and here's why. Like,
go ahead.
This is the main point for me. Every time this girl has come up to a challenge, she's immediately dissuaded. The DEO there, Henry or whatever his name is, Hank, it tells her, I need to know if you're going to be able to survive or not. Like, I can't just send you out there. And for good reason, too. He's not just being a dick, he's being smart about it.
Yeah.
She's an asset and she needs to be ready. And she's all like, well, if you don't want me, then I don't want to do it.
Yeah, she's like acting like a little girl.
Yes, like
pretty much.
What would Superman say?
He'd be like, get your ass in line. You gotta listen to people. With that being said, do you guys like Team Supergirl, the three of them, the trio?
Yes.
I'm just saying, someone's third wheeling.
I know.
And guess who that is?
Damn.
Supergirl. Hashtag Wimmy.
Wimmy. Oh man, that's awesome. Kara and Alex, they had some moments in this one. Kara and Cat Grant's a bitch, but she kind of had a point during that talk.
She did have a point, once.
I don't know. I can't really say she's a bitch.
Like, she's a bitch to me.
I get her character. I understand her character.
Yeah.
She's actually not a bad character either.
She said she worked hard to get where she's at, and small step to the bigger prize.
The way I got it is she's not that way just because she can. She's that way because she needs to be.
It was cool that she actually mentioned Perry White.
It's the lead dude of
Jimmy and Cat Grant. Kind of like pulling the strings a bit, kind of like taking advantage of him a little bit.
You got a choice here, son.
Yeah. Dude, he's just such a cool guy. Like, he doesn't want to, like, get on anyone's case. He could have popped his top there. He just got so much to juggle on this plate. Kara and Astra, we already talked about their fight scene. They had, like, this weird family...
Yeah, one question. Is that the same actress?
Yeah,
they're
it's the same
twins,
exact
so
actress, yeah.
You could tell the difference because Astra has, like, that one strand of white hair.
Yeah.
And the mom doesn't.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Kara was able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
She's all like, oh, it's my aunt. And I was like, bullshit, you dude.
We also talked about them, but Kara and Hank. Where do you see these two?
Excuse me, it's Kara.
Oh, Kara. I'm sorry. Kara.
Just kidding. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Where do you see these two going in the next couple episodes? Without talking about what happened to him there.
I think it might stay the same for at least a little while. At least. No, I don't think it's gonna change this season.
You think he's always gonna be
He's
on
gonna
her
be
back?
hard on her.
Yes. Maybe near the end we start to see like a little bit of a change, but I think he's gonna stay the same.
Okay. So getting back to Team Supergirl and whatnot, do you guys ship Kara and Jimmy more than Kara and Winn, or what? It's not even a racist thing.
With Jimmy and Winn.
I like. Okay.
Kara can find someone.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I just.
Ultimately, I'd see Winn and.
I want to root for Winn. He's the underdog in this situation.
Yeah, he really is. That
Jimmy's
guy's got about a foot.
specimen.
I could see, I could see Jimmy and Kara,
Yeah.
for a while or for a little bit, and then, like I said, ultimately it'd be Winn and her.
Like, for some reason, it just seems a lot more. Like, I would feel a lot more happier if she ended up with that guy. I don't know why. And they seem to just. They're so different in that way that they fit together. Jimmy on his own can, like, hold himself.
Is Winn a comic character?
This version is Junior. And I'm gonna guess that his dad is Toyman, and he's a villain.
So this guy that we see on the show doesn't necessarily exist in comics.
I don't know if Junior exists in the comics. I know that Winslow Schott exists, and he's the Toyman. He's a villain.
Does Jimmy get some of that Kara?
I have no idea actually. And then we get very briefly, but Kara and Allura.
She's got her own fortress, basically.
Of Solitude, yeah.
Yeah, they mentioned the fortress too.
Yeah.
She's got her little room though.
It looked like they used the same room, like in terms of like sets. It looked like they used
Well,
the
I'm
same
sure
room as
that's
the
the case,
combat
yeah.
sequence.
All right, we gotta go to set B, remove the AI. We gotta use this for fight scene.
So let's jump into new characters and cameos. Talked about Hellgrammite already. He's an insect. For some reason, they made it a. I'm not sure if that's exactly how his origin is. That they're people, like a species. Because in the comics, it's a guy who keeps experimenting on himself.
That's
and
his
then
name.
He has some other name in the comics. But what I'm saying, it's a guy. It's basically like the Hulk, but an insect. You know what I'm saying? He experimented on himself. What do you guys think about him?
He's pretty cool in a sense. Kind of freaky when he opens his mouth.
Yeah, it was like Predator.
Yeah. And the other person, we already mentioned Astra in the last one, I think, or if not, we're mentioning
like
her
the
now.
end.
If you guys didn't notice the guy on the TV, Maxwell Lord.
Who's that? I wrote that down as well.
He has a part to play in creating Omax. Do you remember?
Man.
Do you remember the
DCO.
Omax on DCO bears? Those, remember
Yes.
us like raging, or
The
mostly
robots?
me raging? Yeah.
Oh no.
The-
Are we gonna see those in the future?
He creates the Omax for a purpose to like take place of the heroes who he thinks are like damaging the city, because that's what he said in the news, right? He said that like he didn't want it spilling over from Metropolis to National City.
But will we see any Omax this season?
Dun dun.
Oh, wait.
Dun.
Was that? Oh shoot! Wait. Okay, save that, Bears.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's talk Easter egg. If you guys found any.
Before that, we missed out on the knife. He actually made a kryptonite knife.
Yeah, Hank Hill had
yeah.
a kryptonite knife.
Crypto knife. But yeah, Easter eggs. There's one where she mentioned, this sounds like a job for Supergirl. That was really cheesy. At the
Also,
beginning.
is there Easter egg / punny moments?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess you could mix these together.
Yeah.
Another one was when we first see Hellgrammite, that one officer said there's a security breach in Sector 52. Man of Steel was referenced, Fortress of Solitude was referenced, Lois Lane and Clark Kent.
Perry
and-
White. I think
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think that was it.
So now we come to the theories and what's gonna come next and our theories. What did you see, Bears, as your trailer?
There's a dude in a suit beating the hell out of Kara, and Superman shows up.
Superman!
You saw Superman in yours?
Yeah.
Is he like? Is
he
like
a blur?
silhouette?
You don't see his face. It's like the same thing as the first episode. Like you get like a back glimpse of him or like a like silhouette. Yeah.
That'd be fun if they just use like staff, the crew. Hey, we need you, Superman. Hey, come here.
Hey, you pushing the broom. I need you up here.
Yeah.
Who did that guy look like to you?
You look like Dean Cain.
Hey.
I mean the robot guy.
Robot? I don't know. He had a full face mask.
Yeah. Well, you said Maxwell Lord, Womax.
Yeah.
And now you said hold your idea, Barry.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you think that's like the first OMAC prototype, but they use it on a human? Because at first, the first glimpse I had was we forgot the ending is what's his name's eyes glowed red.
Well, that's a big step from here.
I know,
yeah.
but I'm saying I'm gonna correlate it to that.
Oh, okay.
But
The end sequence of the episode, we see Hank Henshaw and his eyes glow red.
And what I took from
Why are you doing this?
because what I thought, like when I first saw that, because it went by so fast, that whole trailer, I thought that was him, but it's obviously like a white guy.
Yeah, I saw like the side of his face.
Because he looked
like
almost like Cyborg Superman, just me glancing at the TV at that moment. So I thought that was Hank.
Well, it could be.
Hank Henshaw is Cyborg Superman in the comics, but we don't know how they're gonna change it up on this show.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that maybe he was already changed before he met Kara? He said that he used to have a family, so maybe an accident happened.
Maybe he lived in Smallville. Meteor strike hit him.
What if he's Omac?
That would be crazy. Just he's
Theory time. No.
so all this. Yeah, exactly. Theory time. So all this time, like he's been building up Kara just to be the one to bring her down, because he knows the weakness, he knows everything.
Yeah.
And the thing was with Cyborg Superman is that he doesn't have that weakness. I mean, he's not freaking Metallo where he puts the kryptonite in him. But so you guys might think that he's Omac. We'll theorize that he might.
I'd like to believe this. Yes, I'm gonna go with this. I think he might be an Omac.
I am gonna say that he's hiding his true origin. Like, I feel like something happened way before he met Kara, and he's already that bad guy that we know he is. It's just like, what if, like, because Cyborg Superman, like I said, is like he's half, right? So one side of his body is just all metallic. What if it's lined with lead so that all she sees through his body is like he looks normal?
Dang.
But he's not. Because and Kryptonians can't look through lead.
Yeah,
maybe she can't see like how he really is underneath. Yeah, he's just using Kara to like get rid of all these things, like keeping her at bay but getting rid of all the problems so that he can take her down later on. Maybe she's running.
Genius.
Maybe he's already like running with Superman, and
it's another Harrison Wells.
Jesus, Greg Berlanti, give up the dream, man. Malcolm Merlin.
I don't know.
Harrison Wells. Now Henry or Hank.
Yeah.
Hank Hill.
Yo, he's the king of making sketchy characters.
Yeah.
And they all have some tragic backstory.
And we all think that they're just like a-holes, but they have something bigger planned.
What if that's why Superman can't trace who he is, because he totally changed his appearance?
Dang, so
he wrecked them a long time ago.
He's already encountered him.
Yeah, maybe. And he just won a full body augmentation.
Yeah.
He already knew about Superman, but we don't know how long he has.
Yeah.
And he's the head of the DEO, and he was a former CIA operative. And he already knew, like I said, he already knew Clark. And he knew the weakness. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like they're building him up to be a lot worse than he's already kind of like showing himself up to be. Maybe Clark didn't save his family or something like that, and
what's
then
his
he's
name
the one that
got
got
shot in the chest.
He got shot in the chest. That was dude in the backseat.
Oh, I thought he got shot and then she got shot in the leg.
He didn't get hit at all.
Oh.
Because I was about to say,
Which is kind of suspicious. Everybody else in the truck did get hit, but he didn't. Now that I think about it, that's very suspicious.
Oh, shoot. What if they're making their own... The mystery man at the end there, too. Who do you guys think that is that Allura's talking to? I'm talking about the guy that Astra was talking to there at the end.
Brainiac.
Oh.
No, Brainiac wouldn't be that close to her.
Thing is starting.
Well, what's his name walked away, Henshaw, when his eyes glows red.
Maybe he's a freaking shapeshifter.
Maybe it is Henshaw.
Yeah, and maybe he is a shapeshifter. Oh, maybe he takes off his pulls off his skin.
She would have known about the kryptonite if they were working.
Yeah, that's true. So it's
unless he's playing freaking Two-Face with everybody. So I guess we could rate it now. What do you guys rate this episode?
8 crypto knives out of 10.
I'm gonna rate this one an interview with the cat.
I wonder if she's gonna be like, Kara?
Yeah, I was about to say, she can't see.
I'd have been like, shit, and just kicked her off the cliff. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see. What do you guys think? And so sorry for saying that, but yeah. Do you guys think she's gonna pick that up?
You gotta think of it this way, right? Like, certain people you see in your daily life, you just see them and you just expect them to be that way. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody has that friend. You'd look at this guy and you'd think, you wouldn't be the kind of superhero.
But then they are.
Like, he's just like, he looks too frail or too scrawny to be of any, I guess, like, you say to yourself, I could take him in a fight, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now imagine that dude was Superman. You'd never even think of that.
I don't know. I can't beat any of your freaking ratings ever, so I give it a 9.3 out of 10. Marriage, you still adjusting? You still on the fence?
I will catch the next episode, but like I'm still 50-50 on this. It could go either way.
He hung in here for 2 episodes. Everybody give him a hand for Bears. Yay!
Seriously, just go back, rewatch the original Superman movie, maybe the second one. Use that on how to do fight scenes for like superpowered people, and then you'll be fine. Look how they did it. They didn't have special effects and CGI. It was very limited. It was easy. Bam.
CBS, Bears is the most positive person that we ever known in our lives. So if he's telling you to fix shit, fix it.
It was a backhanded compliment. I tell you what's wrong, and then I tell you how to fix it.
Yeah, there you go.
With that being said, thank you guys for watching this episode's weekly recap on Supergirl.
Be sure to leave a like, comment down below what you thought about the episode.
Feel free to check out my channel where I do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And don't forget to check out their movie pilot.
Be sure to check us out on everything. We have Twitter.
Social media links below.
Down below. Yeah, he said it better.
Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Why do we all go to like the default Kermit voice? When we say bye? That was like a trio of Kermits.
It just
Bye.
Trail of Kermit.
It's like a
We hope
trio.
you're watching your show. You best go back the way you came.